Good afternoon, everyone. This is your life coach, Coach Felita. I am coming out to you today on this beautiful Transformation Tuesday. I hope that you are having a wonderful Tuesday because I most certainly am. So today's video topic was inspired because of something that happened to me a few months ago that I wanted to share with you on how many times we don't always want to trust the process. So it was late at night, this particular night, and I had a package that I needed to drop off to one of my customers. So I thought that I was pretty familiar with the area because I had been to the particular area several times, but it had been some time since I've been in the area. So when I got off of the exit and I went traveling on the main road to get there, I realized that there was a lot of things had changed in the area. And so I continued to move forward, going the direction in which I felt that I should be going. And I realized that so much stuff had changed. There was a lot of construction going on, but I just continued to go on. And then I kept driving so much and I was watching, just looking around, watching the area and seeing how so many things had changed. I realized that I had sort of like moseyed off the path because I was trying to pay attention to all of the changes that had happened in the area. So I realized at the point when I realized that I was lost, I decided to put the address in my GPS system to help me get to her home. So I pick up my phone and I go to type in her address and put it in the system. So the GPS started to guide me. And, I got back on the main road again and it told me to take a right. Then it told me to take a left. And I realized the direction in which the GPS was actually sending me or directing me. I realized that I was going up into this huge subdivision. And while in the subdivision, I started looking around and I was saying to myself, my ego was just flying off saying, you are totally off the wrong. You're going in the total wrong direction. You are not on the right track. So I'm sitting here, I'm starting to just all of this anxiety is starting to create, and I'm getting a little nervous because there's no lights in this particular neighborhood. So I'm getting all nervous and I'm saying to myself, oh my gosh, what if a deer comes out and hit my car? What if this happened? What if that happened? My ego was just flying off the coop, and I was just getting constantly getting nervous. And I'm saying to myself, oh my goodness, I hope I'm going in the right direction. But the way the GPS system had me going, I felt like I was totally lost. And so while I was in this, listening to the directions of the GPS, listening to her telling me, take a right here, take a left here, take a right here, take a left here, I'm saying to myself, I cannot be going in the right direction, you know. And here I am, I'm scared, I've got all of this anxiety going on. And finally, I realized, snap out of it, Felita. Get control of your mind because your mind is running away from you. And out of a sudden, I just heard these words that said, trust the process. And it was not a loud voice or anything. It was just this still small voice that came out and said, trust the process. And so I calmed down. I got my mind together. I calmed down. I said, okay, I'm going to trust the process. And it took me several streets. I had to go through several streets. But once I went through those last few streets that I had to go on, it put me at the main road. And when I turned, it told me to turn right, and I turned right, and bam, I was there at my customer's home. Totally flabbergasted, totally flabbergasted. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, oh my God, it was right there next door, and I did not even realize I was so close. But that's what happens many times in life. You know, when God gives us a direction, God will tell us to take a right sometimes and we'll go left, you know, or we may hear our intuition tell us to don't go there today, stay home today. You know, it started making me think of all of the testimonies that I heard of the people who would have been killed in 9/11 when that happened on 9/11. I started thinking about all of the different testimonies of all of the people talking about how they woke up that morning and something told them not to go to work that day. Or this one particular person said she overslept that day and she ended up missing her train. And this one particular guy said that he was getting ready to, you know, go to work. He had gotten dressed and everything. And before he walked out the door, he said something told him not to go that day. But that was the very day that 9/11 happened. The very day that my 9/11 happened. And so I said all of that to say this. Many times when it comes to our GPS, I call the GPS God's protection system. That's the way I look at it. It's God's protection system. God's protection system will never lead you and guide you into the wrong direction. But many times your ego will rise up because you are so familiar with certain things that your ego will rise up and cause you to hinder your blessings that God is trying to bring into your life. It could be a career. You may have been in a career for many, many years, and you may feel inspired to do something different. Well, your ego is going to rise up and tell you, no, 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 don't do that. And the reason why is because you're so comfortable and familiar with what you're already doing. It could be that you're on a journey to lose weight, and the directions may tell you use it for at least a month and incorporate this and incorporate that. And then you don't see any changes in the physical realm. So therefore, you decide to stop because you don't think that the change is taking place as fast as you feel that it should. Well, many times when it comes to trusting the process, God will lead us into unfamiliar territories. God will guide you into places where you may feel a little fearful because you are outside of your comfort zone. I posted the other week on my Instagram and on my Facebook page, turn fear into feeling excited and ready. So when you know that you are being led and you know that you're being guided and your intuition is speaking to you and tell you to do something different, you got to be willing to trust the process. And yeah, I know it's going to be challenging. I know it's going to be, you know, totally outside of your familiarity. It's going to be totally outside of your comfort zone. But your GPS system will never lead you wrong. And again, GPS is God's protection system. So learn to trust the process. Even though it may not even appear in the physical that you are making any changes, or you may not see any physical changes, you have to learn to trust the process. Because what happens is many times we'll shut that door. When God is trying to bring the blessings to us, we'll shut the door because we don't trust the process. We're outside of our comfort zone and we are in unfamiliar territory. So don't block your blessings. Learn to trust the process because many times your blessing is standing there, right there next to you, and you don't even know it. So I hope that this video today has inspired you in some way. I would love to hear your comments. Please be sure to comment and also remember to subscribe to my channel as well. And also, if you're interested in working with me, please be sure to visit my website. You can visit me online at www.coachfalida.com. Again, that's www.coachfalida.com. So I want to thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate that greatly. And until next time, have a transformational Tuesday. And until next time, take care and take charge. And I'll see you on the next video. Be blessed.